Gilbert Stuart was born in this house on December 3rd, 1755. His father ran a snuff mill and made his living grounding out tobacco. Water power was important in those days, and Stuart's mills provided power through the water wheels. But young Gilbert had no intention of following his father into the snuff business. Instead, he studied art in London. He was to paint more than 1,000 images on canvas.
Cosmo Alexander was his major instructor for his first few years of his life, and they went to Scotland together. And he came back for a year or so and then traveled again to London to study with Benjamin West, the premier English painter, portrait painter of that time.
It was this painting of the skater done by Stuart when he was 27 years old that brought him to the attention of this country's founding fathers. The most famous of those founding fathers is George Washington, and the portrait of Washington done by Gilbert Stuart hangs right here in the stateroom of the State House.
Washington he painted in 4 different poses, so there are excellent examples of different poses.
It is also the face on the $1 bill. But there were others, presidents, war heroes.
Unfortunately for us as archivists and historians, there was a fire in his studio, and all of his images that were left in the studio, plus all of his important papers, were lost.
And who painted Gilbert Stuart?
This portrait is of Gilbert by daughter Jane, who was the youngest of the 4 daughters. And she probably painted it from her knowledge of him. She was only 14 or 15 when he died. So she didn't have a long experience with her father.
Stuart never gave his daughter Jane a lesson, but she copied his portraits and became, if not as famous, just as prolific as her father, Gilbert Stuart, a man not to be forgotten. Glenn Laxton, 12 News.